What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If it is your first time touching down on this channel, then welcome to Small Feet Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. And today I want to get into something a little bit different. I want to switch it up, kind of switch up the quarantine content. So I'm going to be doing my hat collection video. And I feel like taking a trip down memory lane because I've definitely bought some bullshit over the years, as I'm sure many of us have. So let's get into this hat collection. To keep some type of flow to the videos, I'll be breaking the hats down into categories. Now the first category is like a camp cap or 6-panel hat, whatever you want to call it. Not quite a dad hat, but hats like these, as you can see. And the first one that I want to talk about is this Air Jordan hat, and it is this basically laney colored elephant print all over with a buckle on the back. Now this hat, I picked this up because I wanted to match my Laney 5s, but the Laney 5s don't even have elephant print. But I really thought I was the flyest thing rocking this back in the day. Now this next 6-panel or like camp cap I got a long time ago on Karma Loop. Who remembers Karma Loop? If you do, smash the like button right now, because Karma Loop used to be a whole vibe, okay? But this came from a brand called Apocalypto Gold or something like that. Kind of looks like a polo hat. Like if you don't look too closely, you would think that this is a polo hat. When you get closer to see what this symbol actually is, you're gonna see that it's actually a girl on a pole. This other camp cap I have is completely covered in roses, and I remember one year roses and crosses, but definitely roses, was like a real popular thing. People were putting them all over sweaters, all over hoodies. Like the roses was just overdone. It's a Married to the Mob camp cap. If you don't know Married to the Mob, they are a female streetwear brand. I bought a lot of pieces from them over the years that I really don't wear anymore, and a lot of them I have donated. Now we can get into some of the classics. I would say the regular New Era 5950. I have a few of these. So the first up is going to be this Chicago Bulls hat in the Cardinals colorway. I bought this hat specifically to go with my Cardinals 7s. Matching your hat to your shoes was definitely a big thing back then. This Cubs hat I feel like appears in Minnie's People collection. It's just your traditional Cubs hat. This one is actually a 5950, but it's a cool base, so I think it's like a little thinner so that your head doesn't get as warm inside or something like that. I do keep all of the stickers on my hats, and I'm a size 7 1/8 if you were wondering. I bought this one back in high school, I want to say. Another real popular hat in collections is the Pirates 5950. I do curve the brim on this one. I curve the brim on a lot of my hats. Only some of them I'll keep flat brim, but for the most part I curve them now. And this hat is just real clean. Once again, got a lot of good fits out of this, and I still wear it from time to time actually. I wear this one more than the Cubs one. This one is a newer one, and it's from Born and Raised. It is a Dodgers hat. Now if you're wondering why I wear so many Dodgers hats, and I have so many Dodgers hats, I do live in New York, but LA I'm not gonna say is a second home, because I don't think that you should jack anyone else's home place. I'm a native New Yorker, but if I lived anywhere else, it would definitely be LA. I've been there multiple times. I love that place. This is also a Born and Raised hat, but it's a Lakers hat. I really like this one. So it basically says Born and Raised, and in the middle it says Lakers. This is a 7 1/4. I bought it a bit too big, but I do have a video on shrinking hats. So if you have a hat that you want to shrink, or you just want to know how to do it for future references, I do have a video on that. You could go check it out. Keeping with the classics, Mitchell & Ness is also a very classic brand. So first up from Mitchell & Ness, I have this Chicago Bulls cool gray hat with this baby blue underbill. Now I wore this one mainly with my cool grays. I rocked the hell out of those two things together, and once again I thought I was so fly back then. But yeah, this was just a really clean hat. One of my favorite hats at the time. I think I picked this one up online. I have this Toronto Raptors hat that I picked up in high school. It's also Mitchell & Ness snapback. So this one was originally white, but over time it has yellowed, and it's actually a real pretty sail color now, like a nice cream sail color. So I don't mind the yellowing at all. I don't wear this one much, but I might actually have to pull this one to the forefront, because looking at it now, it's real clean. Now is a good time to probably breeze through my collection of dad hats, and I say breeze because I bought a lot of these a long time ago and I really don't wear them that much anymore, so this is gonna be quick. Starters, we have this anti-social dad hat. Now I remember purchasing this, a flannel, and one other piece together, and by the time I got them, the shipping took so damn long that I was just over it. I was over the brand. I really only wear this one if I need an all black simple cap, but yeah, I really don't fuck with the brand anymore, so this hat doesn't get a lot of play. Diamond Supply hat used to be one of my favorite black hats. It's just an all over black dad hat with a small diamond on a separate patch, kind of stitched in. It's very low key, simple dad hat. I just don't wear it a lot anymore. Now one that I do wear quite often is this stamped Somewhere in California hat. So in the white it does say Somewhere in California, and then stamped in like the red. Now I wear this hat a lot in videos. You may not recognize it because I'm usually wearing it backwards, but yeah, this is like my go-to hat. I think I wore this hat for months. It was like my first grab. I really was liking it. This next one I'm gonna blame on YouTube. So this is from a brand called Profound Aesthetic, and if you guys watch YouTube like I watch YouTube and have been watching YouTube for quite some time, there was a point in time where sneaker YouTubers, clothing YouTubers were really pushing this brand called Profound Aesthetic. So I went online and I found a couple of things that I liked. I picked up a jacket, and then I also picked up this hat. Of course I have some Kith dad hats. I show them a lot of love in a lot of my videos, and this one is a denim Kith hat. It says Kith Love Thy City. It's from a Love Thy City collection that they did. This navy blue USA hat is also a Kith dad hat. Now this hat, I'm not gonna get too political, actually released a little bit before Trump was elected, and it was just a real weird time in New York. So I didn't wear this hat much. It was a time where people were rocking those MAGA hats or MAGA hats heavy, so any type of like flag hat kind of got you a couple of weird looks. This dad hat here is one that I really look forward to wearing in the summertime. Pink is never gonna go out of style if you ask me. The shade of pinks that are popular might change, but this hat is clean. So it's basically just your dad hat, kind of strap back hat, and it has like STUSSY spelled out with their logo in the back. Real clean hat. I picked this up from Urban Outfitters and I still really love it. I think I got this about 4 years ago now. This rose cap is also from Urban Outfitters. Like I said, at a point in time, roses were just really popular. Brands were slapping them on everything, and so I wore this hat for at least one summer. It was my go-to hat, and then it was just never to be seen again. So let's take a break from hats that I bought and get into hats that were actually gifted to me. Now let me warn y'all, there's definitely some fuckery in here, so bear with me. This first hat is a $59.50, but I put it in the gifts category because it is from my good friend Melissa. Shout out to you. She actually got me the hat that I'm wearing on my head as well, so we'll go over that one too. But this is a gray, cool gray, like that other one I had, Toronto Raptors hat, and I think I just have an affinity for cool gray, so I really like this one. I haven't worn it yet. I'm waiting for the right fit. This was also a gifted hat that I like. It is from Born and Raised. It was my first Born and Raised item, and it was thrifted by one of my exes, so I definitely really like this one. This is probably the only hat that she bought me that I liked. I believe she found it at the thrift for $15. This was my go-to hat for at least a year, and it really got me into Born and Raised, so shout out to this one because I love that brand, and this is the hat that started it all. Now this is where the fuckery comes in. So all of these hats were gifted to me by exes, and I really just never had the heart to tell them that I didn't like them. So these hats have really never been worn. First up, we have this Herschel Supply camp cap. This hat is actually all over reflective. Very cool actually, but as you can see, it's just real floppy. Like, yeah, this ain't my style hat. If you thought it couldn't get worse, it does. I have this G-Star Raw hat. Now this hat feels like it weighs a ton. Let me start with that. Like, I think they use the same material that they do probably on their jeans because it's a denim hat. Like, they didn't use a lighter denim. This feels like I'm holding jeans in my hand. Like, this hat is heavy as hell, but it's basically an all over denim hat with a little G-Star logo on the middle. This STUSSY hat is some straight foolishness. The inside is padded. It's a quilted snapback. Like, is your head hot? Is your head cold? I don't understand, and so I've never worn this one. I'm gonna call this one the Tiger King hat. If you haven't watched Tiger King already on Netflix, go ahead and do that. This is definitely something I see my man man Joe wearing, or maybe even John Finley, because it has a tiger on the front. It's a STUSSY hat and it says World Tour 35, New York, London. But the main part of this hat is that it's like a satin material. Yes, it is a satin snapback. This hat is weird as hell, but again, it was a gift and I don't like throwing away or giving away gifts. And last but not least in the gift category is the hat that I'm wearing right now, which is also from my good friend Melissa. Shout outs to you once again. I love this hat. This is my go-to navy fitted cap. The last category we have are the snapbacks. So if you've enjoyed the video this far, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And the Obey hat in the navy blue is the first one we're going to talk about. So it's a navy blue snapback, kind of standard. And then it says Obey in like this gold color. I picked this up from Zoomies along with the next one, which is a STUSSY hat. Also navy blue, and it says STUSSY, New York, Los Angeles, Tokyo. I thought these were super clean when I picked them up, but I don't wear either one much anymore. This black snapback is from Boneyard, Chicago. You may have seen the haul video where I unboxed this. This is a Old English capital B right here on the front. I love Old English. And on the back it says Streets Gotta Eat, also in Old English. Now these last two are the newest, and that's probably why they're my favorite. And these are from a brand called KTHLA, also known as Kill the Hype LA. You can also pick up these hats at Street Soul, because I already know people are gonna ask in the comments, hey, where'd you get them from? Because the KTHLA site is closed. So I got them from Street Soul, and Street Soul shipped them very quickly. I'll go ahead and answer that question now as well. So I have two upside down Dodgers hats here with the gold emblems on the side, of course, green underbills, and these hats are just very, very clean. This purple one I'm definitely planning to wear this summer, if there's any summer left over after all of this is said and done. These hats are kind of expensive, I will say that, but it was worth it. I've gotten a lot of wear out of them. I know I will continue to get a lot of wear out of them. That's my hat collection. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Try to keep it entertaining, just have fun with it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, show a small YouTuber some love. It really helps the channel, and I will see you all in the next one.